speeding. Here's an interesting one for you. At my speed awareness lesson, I actually asked the question, we're talking about 20 mile per hour limits versus 20 zones. And it turns out you can't be done for speeding in a 20 zone. It's an advisory thing. So instead of being done for speeding, you exceed 20 mile per hour in a 20 zone, you will be done under dangerous driving or reckless driving or endangerment or driving without due care or attention, all of which are much worse issues than speeding on its own. So that then led us into a discussion about speed, and I asked the question, well, would they still use the 10% plus 2 mile per hour limit? So for example, on my speeding ticket, it gave a list of the speeds at which you would be brought in, and the speeds at which you would be found to have been speeding, which was 10% plus 2 miles per hour. But that is only for cameras. So for 30 miles per hour, 10% is 33, 2 miles per hour is 35. So if you're going 35 or above, a camera will get you. Whereas for the police, they have discretion. They can pick and choose. You could be speeding way over that, but you might have got a copper on a really good day, or it may have decided that actually your driving is pretty safe and you're doing all the right things, you're just exceeding the speed. For whatever reason, or a copper may decide to do you for 1 mile per hour over. Now, in terms of the discussion about the speed cameras, it's not consistent across the UK. So for example, speed cameras in North Wales, if you are going 1 mile per hour above the speed limit, they will flash you. Whereas in North Yorkshire, it is the 10% plus 2. And the 10% plus 2 is the general one, but it's a choice by the police. They do not have to go with it. So you never know. You will never know when it has changed, if they ever change it in various areas, and you won't know what kind of criteria that a police force uses at all. So that's just a word of warning for you. I'll nip in there. And I just found that really interesting. There's a really good meme that the guy brought up. He asked us the question, have you ever seen one of those round signs with a red border and a number inside it? And of course, you know, it's your speed sign, so everyone says yes. And he actually puts one up with a 30 on it, on a blackboard type thing. Have you ever seen this underneath the numbers, he says. He opens the brackets and he writes ish and closes the brackets. Now the answer of course is no. And he's absolutely right. There is no 30-ish, 40-ish, 50-ish, 60-ish or national speed limit-ish at all. So that was fascinating, especially given the conversations that often go on in motorbike communities around speed. Here's another thing for you. Flatbeds. If you've got a big, is it something like an LX200 or something? Some flatbed car truck type things are classified as trucks rather than cars. And their national speed limit is lower than cars. So on a single carriageway road like this, a car and I can travel along at 60 miles an hour. But certain types of vans and these car vans or car trucks can't. Their speed limit is 50 miles an hour. Fascinating stuff. It's so many people, including me, were unaware of that. To me a car's a car, but these things, no, they're not classified as cars, they're classified as a different category. Anyway, there's my bit of trivia for today as I fly along to work within the speed limit, as I have been doing for the past few months. And to tell you the truth, it doesn't really take me any longer at all. And I quite enjoy hitting 30 miles per hour zones and actually reducing down to 30. And annoying the shit out of people behind me. Not because I can, but because if I get caught again, I'm screwed. Cheers all, bye bye.